guys, how you doing? I'm sick. So today's video is probably just going to be very short and sweet. I got the flu. So I'm gonna give you some advice on dealing with the flu while you're in Japan. The first thing you want to do I guess is go to the doctor. Going to the doctor is obviously the best course of action. They have flu tests that they can give you, very simple. They just shove this little fuzzy thing down through your nasal cavity into your throat, basically in like your mucousy areas. They grab a little mucus, they put it in some like fluid, and in 8 minutes it'll tell you whether you had flu A or flu B. I had the A type. So yeah, you should do that if you think you have the flu. A lot of flu symptoms include high fever. I had a fever of over 39 degrees Celsius, which I think is over 100 math. Had a high fever and I had chills and muscle pain, a lot of body aches, like not the kind of muscle pain you get when you've been exercising. It's like irrationally painful kind of muscle aches. Usually those three symptoms are a pretty large indicator of the flu, but I also had I also had throat problems. I get strep throat, tonsillitis, a lot of throat problems very easily. So that's what I thought it was initially, because that's something that I've had before. Then when I went to the doctor and he checked my throat, he's like, it doesn't look like strep throat, but it sounds like influenza, so we're gonna test you for that. And that's what they found. And that's why I haven't been to work this week. If you go to the doctor, he should, if he's a nice guy who cares about you not infecting other people, he should give you one of these, which is like a little form that says, you have influenza, don't go outside for a few days because you could kill everybody, kind of form thing. It tells you basically the course of the sick. Is it a virus? I think it's a virus because there's no, it's a virus, right? I don't know. But it tells you the course of how long it's gonna take for you to be able to touch other humans. So basically, I think at A, so A is the shorter one, it's about 5 days of not going out, while the B one is 7 days of not going out. And I like how there's like smiley faces. It's like, you're gonna feel bad for a while, and then you're gonna feel better, and then you can go out. Don't go out here because you are still infectious, even if you feel better than you did now. So that was a helpful guide, and it basically starts from the onset of symptoms. That's when this guide starts. This is what I got from my doctor. I would keep all of your paperwork that you get from your doctor, because anyone that has lived in Japan knows it is really hard to get time off of work, even if you're sick. You have to have all of your paperwork to prove that you were sick. So keep this kind of paperwork in case your job is like, were you really with influenza? Because my influenza hit right at the end of a holiday, super conveniently right at the end of a holiday. So it could seem like you're just trying to get more time off, when it's really you're dying because your insides are burning up. So just keep paperwork like this handy. When you're going to the doctor, just be sure to bring your insurance card and a little bit of money. It doesn't cost that much to get the meds and to get the influenza tests and meds. The doctor that I've been going to for the past 5 or 6 years. I trust him with my life. He's the only doctor I'll go to, even though he's not as close by as he used to be because we moved. But for getting the influenza test and getting the meds, in general, like, you know, check up to make sure everything else is okay. I mean, he didn't really check up. He just checks your like blood pressure and everything. So that was 2,340 yen, which is like 25 bucks, I guess. This includes the medicine that I needed. I got 2 kinds of meds. I got the influenza medication and something for a high fever. These are the 2 meds that I got. He prints out this little form with the picture of the meds, a description of its effects and things you should be careful of when you take them. I don't know if all doctors do this. I don't think so, because I've been to a few other clinics and this is the only clinic that I recall getting printouts of my medicine. But I could be wrong. I don't know, maybe everyone does it. I don't really know. So it tells you the symptoms, when you, like how often you should take the medicine and what time of day, whether it's before or after meals, and it tells you the dosage. The flu medicine is Tamiflu, which is a commonly used flu medicine here, and the fever medication he gave me is called Karonaru, but it's basically the same as like your ibuprofen, kind of Advil, fever reducer, pain reliever. It's the exact same thing as the States. It's also 200 milligrams, which is the same as the States. But usually in Japan, pain relievers, fever reducers start at like 60 milligrams, which is why they're not as effective for people that were not born and raised here, because the dosage is quite reduced compared to what we get in America. In America, we're taking about 200 milligrams. In Japan, Bufferin is like 60 milligrams, I think. And the only way you can get anything stronger than Bufferin is to go to the doctor and to get it straight from the doctor. So essentially, he gave me a bunch of stuff. The fever medicine, I already have a bunch of Advil at home. So after I ran out of this, because he only gave me 5 doses, and my fever went on for way longer than 5 doses. I had a fever for like 3 days straight. After that, I just took my fake Advil, you know, the CVS brand Advil. I just took that to keep my fever at bay. And it worked fine. I'm still taking the flu medicine. I have, I think, 2 or 3 more doses to go. The medicine comes in like a little baggie like this. It'll have your name, also the dosage, how many dosages are in it, how long you have to take it for. This is the clinic if you need to go. I mean, it's in Osaka. He speaks English and he's very friendly. I highly recommend it if you live in Osaka and you're looking for an English-speaking doctor. I've been going there for 5 years. He's the only guy that I will go to, basically. If I ever have any problem, I go to him first and let him recommend other doctors to me, because I had some shitty experiences at hospitals where they just kind of don't give. They don't seem like they're really interested. So they're just like, oh, okay, you got a fever. You probably just got a cold. All right, bye. And they just kind of send you on your way, when it can actually be something much, much worse, which has happened to me. So, you get your little bag of medicine. If you feel sick and you got a guy you trust, just go to the doctor, is my recommendation for dealing with the flu in Japan. Now, after you get home, there's no chicken soup in Japan, just so you know. There is no chicken noodle soup. So be prepared to either make your own or use a substitute. Use a substitute, maybe like chicken ramen, but I hate eating ramen when I'm sick. It makes me feel even worse. So I stuck to pasta, actually, which was not a bad idea the first night. Shota actually made cream stew the second or third night. I kind of slept through a day. I don't think I ate anything that day, actually. You want to get foods that'll keep your body warm, but also you have to be careful if you're managing a fever, not to get too warm. I had the gas heater on for the first day, but it was making my throat problems worse, because the heater is making the air dry, which is making my throat dry and making everything worse. So I had to switch to my space heater, which doesn't make the air quite as dry. And then after that, I also had to get my fever under control, because eventually it went over like 40. And that's really, really dangerous, because I think, yeah, like you don't want your fever to go over 40 degrees Celsius. That is not a good look. So to keep the fever down, I recommend using ice packs. Japan also has these ice sheets. Hold on. These are fever reducing sheets. It's like it's a gel sheet you put on your forehead and it helps take your fever down. I also recommend taking ice packs, you know, the ice packs that come with like cake or ice cream, and putting that near your lymph nodes, which is usually like right here or near your neck. So that's what I did. I put the ice pack under my arm, and that really helped cool everything down for me. And Netflix. I watched a lot of Netflix because you're not going to be able to sleep with the fever. It's going to be very uncomfortable. So just get all your pillows, get a lot of liquids because you got to stay hydrated if you have a high fever. So I drank a liter of Aquarius, I think, the first night, and after that I've been drinking some other vitamin water stuff to help keep, you know, the fever down and keep hydrated. Other than that, wearing masks. Like I had to take myself to the doctor on Tuesday. Yeah, on Tuesday I had to take myself to the doctor because Shota went to work. And when you're at the onset of the flu, it's very exhausting. You get very tired. So if possible, you want to try to plan a route where you don't have to walk and touch a lot of people. Because obviously you don't want to make it worse and you don't want to spread it everywhere. So A, wear your mask because that'll help you help reduce the amount of germs you're spitting at everybody. It's not going to completely protect anyone else. So also, you know, wash your hands, cover your mouth, all that other stuff that you should be doing anyway. But on top of that, wear a mask and try to plot a route to your doctor with the least amount of human contact as possible. I took the bus actually because it was just less walking and less time and less exhausting for me. And luckily there was a bus that like went straight, more or less straight there. So I got really lucky. Yeah, try not to like interact with too many other people while you're sick. I only went to the store the third day, the second or third day after I started taking the flu meds because I ran out of fruit because I ate everything and I was really hungry, but I wasn't hungry for like anything heavy. I just wanted fruit, so I had to go buy some more. I think that's about it. I know it's going to be really difficult, especially for people that live alone, to get all the things you need. So, you know, it's always nice to have a few of these things stocked, pre-stocked, just in case it hits you suddenly. These kinds of sheets, this box was pretty cheap. I got it from the supermarket. It's like 358 yen for 12 packs. No, 12 plus 4, so 16 packs. And there's 2 in each packet of these, so. Excuse me. Blech. So there's 16 in here for about 350 something yen. You can also use these in the summer. I've seen mothers keep these on their kids in the summer when it's really hot to keep them from overheating. So even if you don't use them during your flu time, you can still use it for something else. So yeah, get some of those. Make sure you have some ice packs, or at least some frozen you can put on your body. Get yourself some teas. Get yourself some soups. They have a nice instant egg drop soup that you can make. That's what I usually take when I'm sick. Egg drop soup, miso soup, pasta, you know, sick food. And I hope you have a decent internet connection because it's going to be some long days of isolation and not being strong enough to really move around. So try to keep yourself entertained. And I hope you feel better soon. I'm on my way to feeling better. I'm like at day 5. I was supposed to go out tonight. I'm not going out tonight because I still feel like crap, and I'm probably gonna go take a nap after this. But tomorrow will finally be the day that I can go out without being infectious. And I probably still won't go out because I'll probably still be tired. But yeah, I hope you guys stay clear of the flu this season, but it can go pretty late into the winter. Don't think that you can't get it like after winter, because last time I got the flu, or sorta got the flu, which was about 3 years ago. It was March, like at the end of March, almost spring. It didn't seem like the time of year to be getting the flu, but I did anyway, so you just never know. Be careful, try to stay healthy, and I will see you guys in another video soon. Please take care of yourselves. Bye!